How are you, dear students? During this time of pandemic, you must be preparing for your council exam. And your Dipti sir with you today with a new chapter of your invitation to English 2. This is one of the finest chapters, one of the motivational chapters for you, that is Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, a famous speech by Steve Jobs. So let me uh, teach you the second part of this chapter. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I love to do early in life. Watch and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We had just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I had just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew, we hired someone who I thought was very talented to run the company with me. And for the first year or so, things went well, but then our visions of the future began to diverge, and eventually we had a falling out. When we did, our board of directors sided with him. So at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire adult life was gone, and it was devastating. Here, students, when Steve Jobs, the narrator of this story, when Steve Jobs and his friend Woj, means Steve Wozniak, who was a schoolmate of Steve Jobs, and they started working in the narrator's garage, means the garage of Steve Jobs' parents, and he was just 20. They worked hard, and within 10 years, Apple grown. What you see, the success story of entrepreneurship, dedication, passion, Apple. Today, what you feel as a brand, okay, what you feel as a legacy that are grown by the 10 years hard work. And they, from mere two persons, they had grown it into a $2 billion company with 4,000 employees. Okay, and the finest creation, Macintosh, was out. And then, after 1 year, when he just turned 30, he got fired, means he had to leave the company. What happened then? Because, as per the narrator, they hired a man whom they believe that he can perform better for the growth of the company. But after that, that man had a fallout, means had a trouble, had a quarrel, had a disturbance with Steve Jobs. And the board of directors decided with that man, means the board of directors thought that Steve Jobs is responsible for the disturbance. And then Steve Jobs was kicked out of the company. He was kicked out of the company that he was created. Could you imagine? The company which you have founded, when you are kicked out of the company, that is tragic. At 30, when usually people start their life, he has been established, and now again he was thrown into dust. His life was devastating at just the age of 30. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I had let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down. Entrepreneurs means those persons, in Odia we call them udyokta, those persons who take a business, they start single-handedly a business. They are known as entrepreneurs. That I had dropped the baton as it was being passed to me. Okay, baton, mosal jaako ame kହୁche त्यो Olympic re baton pass kare. Here baton signifies the responsibility, the glory that has passed to him, as if he has made them down. I met with David Packard and Bob Noyce and tried to apologize for screwing off so badly. For screwing off things so badly means you are spoiling something. Screwing off. If you read Chetan Bhagat, then screwing off what is used by him, Chetan Bhagat. So screwing off so badly means spoiling that so badly. Okay, he even apologized. Khyama magilele se. I was a very public failure. Failure is something, students, you understand, failure is something where you get a public success. After that you are a public failure, then it is really very painful. And even I thought about running away from the valley. Then he thought that he would run away from the valley, from that whole place, from that whole area, he would just run away. But something slowly began to dawn on me. Something began to dawn on me. Something began to started in him. Some inspiration, some feelings came into him. Dawn on him means just entered, came into him. I still loved what I did. This is the best thing. And today, students, what I am going to tell you, the best thing, do what you love. Neither love what you do. Without that, there is no way of getting success in life. So what he did, and he still knew he was loving what he was doing. The same message I am also giving to all of you, my students. Do what you love, or love what you do. The turn of events at Apple had not changed that one bit. I had been rejected. So Steve Jobs, the narrator, has been rejected here from. But I was still in love. I was rejected, but I was still in love. You may be defeated, but if you still in love, means if you enjoy what you are doing, to what you are loving, to your passion, to your profession, whatever you are doing. And so I decided to start over. Means, if you see, students, as per Bhagavad Gita, what Lord Krishna has preached, what? Means, if you see triumph, if you see victory in each defeat, if you see victory in each defeat, then that is life. Do not panic. Have patience. Strive forward. Go ahead. And what you will do? What you are loving, your passion, you do that. Okay, students. So this is 2 paragraphs I have told you. I have discussed with you. Next 2 paragraphs I will discuss in my next video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe, comment and share. Okay, and this is for your +2 council exam preparation. Okay, thank you, students. Jai Hind.